You're right there, my name's Brian Joe. Alright, today is the big one. It's the roller v the paintbrush. Tyson Fury versus Usyk. I feel. Right, use the foam roller if you're going to do the glossing with this. It's just better, it's less streakier, it'll give you a smoother finish. But I have to admit, I always like the paintbrush. I feel it's a poor gloss. It usually leaves that horrible streaky look sometimes. Sometimes people put it on too thin. They don't give it two coats. Things with gloss indoors, you've got to have in your mindset that you're going to be there for 45 minutes at least. Once you get that in your mindset, you kind of, you can relax and get into it. As you can see, this door is quite streaky, so we're going to go over this door. We're going to go one half with a paintbrush, one half with a roller. We'll see which one comes out best. Like I said, my money is on the paintbrush. I always prefer it. Alright, and what we're going to do, we're going to use gloss. So we're going to give it one coat each and we'll see how we get on with it, alright? My name is Brian Joe, please like and subscribe. Right, so these are the tools you need. Like, this is a screwdriver, this is for stirring the paint after. Sacrilegious, that is probably the cardinal sin, is not stirring your paint, Pretty sure that is written in Genesis, their second album, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, like Adam and Eve, he always said stir your paint. I think there's actually a picture of him in the last dinner in a pair of painting overalls. Him and Jesus, he was a carpenter and he was a painter decorator. To get all this crap off, we'll open it up, we'll give it a proper good stir. Also what you need is your rolling tray. We'll use the rolling tray for the brush and the paint and that as well, so don't worry about too much stuff, because these glosses, we don't want too much stuff in the way, knocking around and all that. This door's already been sanded, so I'm not going to bore you with sanding it down. So what we'll do, we'll start from the top corner and we'll work our way down. Always start, if you can see there, always start at the top, because then things splatter down. By the time you get down there, you can paint them off and stuff like that. Plus then you can see all the drips and stuff, so you paint it down, paint it down, paint it down. Again, like I said, things, when you're painting, you splash, stuff drops at the bottom. So that way you'll see it by the time you get to the bottom. And then, so we'll start top down, same with the roller. Start it. I always still think you have to use a brush for top bits of the corner anyway if you've got a roller, because otherwise, it just don't look right. So we'll start with the roller first. We'll start with the roller and then we'll cover it with a bit of brush, and then at the bottom bit we'll do the brush and then we can see. So can we see, so it's, look, you can see it's quite streaky, If I had a couple of fried eggs with that, that'd be an English breakfast, mate. That's how streaky it is, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, we'll sort that out. Like I said, obviously that's been painted with a brush, I can tell. But I just think it was the gloss. I don't think the gloss was that great. We're going to be using that Johnson's Professional undercoat. I got this on Amazon actually. Amazon, they do good paint for decent prices, I have to give it to them. So that's what we're going to use, that's proper good gloss, that one. So we'll use that. Like I said, let's have a quick look. Right, you're right, number one, well, not number one rule, we've already got the number one rule. And that's stirring paint. Prepping is key, mate, right? So what we've got, nice wet cloth, just give everything a dust down, right? What we'll do, we'll start first like this, get around the hinges, that's where all the crap and the dirt usually there. Just get all the dust off as well. Give it a proper dust up, proper clean up. To be fair, it's not too bad, this door. What you want to do this bit last, because it's just caked in proper dirt, mud and all that, so you don't want to dirty up your cloth straight away, you know what I mean? Go around there. We'll do the door today, but I mean I will go over that after, but that's not part of it. Just because people can't see it, it don't always practice good habits, mate. You know what I mean? Trust me, you'll come back and that's looking alright. So next part, we'll start the glossing and the painting. So this is just a before. As you can see the streaky lines down there. I said, you can tell it's done by brush. I mean, it's not done terribly, there's no drips or nothing in it. It's just a little bit streaky, like I said. So that's the last quick one. I'll see what it looks like with the roller now, alright? Right, the best way to open up a can of paint is also top the screwdriver. Flathead. I see people will do it, you know, they get the fancy scrapers. Do you know what, I've done it with one of them before. Thing popped up, burst the can, paint everywhere. Screwdrivers, can't go wrong with them, simple. Pin. Alright. Always have your cloth handy as well. Don't worry, it's got nothing, but you want a little one to wipe off this after you stir the paint with it. So I always think best rule of thumb is put a YouTube song on or something. We live in this day and age, put anything on for 2 minutes and then just stir. If anything, stir longer than not stir. Yeah. Because what you want a nice kind of runny consistency to this. This stuff is quite it's thick stuff anyway, which makes it nice. So you want it just a little bit runny, just so you can work with it better and it doesn't clog up the brush too much. Alright, give that a tap now. So this is what you want your little cloth for. Wipe that crap away. Plus it doesn't ruin your screwdriver either. And then have a nice another little bit. I like putting down an old t-shirt or something like that. This is what I keep with me. Put glossing ones, because glossing you want a lack of stuff. Don't knocking around loads of dust sheets, pulling them everywhere with you. Have one for that, and have another one over here for your lid and your paint can and all that stuff. Then we're just going to pour it in our paint tray. We don't need too much so it's not going crazy. The SS, put it around here. So we don't want too much around the edges because the thing is, that usually dries and then it falls back into the can and that's when sometimes you get that lumpy paint and stuff, you know? Which makes things look horrible.